am reading.
The ing
දයාබර දූ දරුවන ඔබේ ඉංග්‍රීසි දැනුම වැඩි දියුණු කිරීම සඳහා අපි ඔබට අත දෙන්නෙමු. ඔබ සඳහාම සකසා ඇති මේ සරල ඉංග්‍රීසි පාඩම් මාලාව තුලින් ඔබේ දැනුම තවත් වැඩි කරගන්න. ලෝකයේ අනෙකුත් රටවල් සමග අත්වැල් බැඳ ගන්න අපි ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් කතා කරමු.
Do you like to go walking with your friends? Do you like to go fishing? Do you like to watch television? Well, these are all things you can do in your free time. That is, when you're not in school, when you're not at work, and you have time, then there are things you like to do. There's also a hobby that you can enjoy. Some people like to collect pictures or stamps or even coins. Well, that's a hobby. So what do you like to do in your free time? Well, you may like to go riding a bicycle. You may like to visit friends and enjoy some time talking. You may like also to go to the sea and swim, or maybe down to the river and ride a boat. There are many things you can do in your free time. There are things you like to do and other things you do not like to do. And those things you do not like to do, you dislike. So the opposite of like, dislike. So you could then describe a person as someone who likes to wear nice clothes but dislikes sewing. He loves or likes to eat but dislikes cooking. He loves or likes to play in the garden but dislikes staying indoors. So those are opposite ideas, but nevertheless again helps us to appreciate that things people like, others may dislike. Since we're talking about free time and what people like to do or dislike, how about sports? There are many people in Sri Lanka who like cricket. In fact, they like to play cricket as well. There are others who like to play football. There are others who love to watch television programs that feature sports. Are you watching cricket on television? Well, sports always interest people. But whatever your sport, you would want very much to learn how to use these words in your everyday speech. So let's listen in and watch on as more of these things are discussed and explained to you. So stay on.
In our last lesson, we learnt about adjectives, their comparatives, and their superlatives. Today, we're going to talk about what people do in their free time. There are a number of activities that people do in their free time. For example, Mano is going for a walk with his sister. On Friday, they're going to watch a film. You can go for a walk or go for a meal. You can go to the cinema or go to a concert. Muzab is going swimming today. Rita is going shopping tomorrow. What do you like doing? I like reading. I like driving fast cars. Notice that in these two sentences we use the word like with the verb plus ing. Like, read. I like reading. The same goes for the word enjoy. Enjoy, swim. I enjoy swimming. Do you play any sports? Some sports you can play are football, tennis, volleyball and cricket. Remember, you play tennis. Some other activities that people do in their free time are swimming, climbing, running and windsurfing. But you don't use the word play. Instead, you go swimming, you go running, or you go climbing. Activities like these are usually done during school, after school, or for those who work on the weekend. Here are some questions you could ask your friends. Do you go for exercise class? Are you a part of the football team? Can you play tennis? Do you enjoy climbing?
You know, we have a little time to get to know some words and even phrases. How about the word relatives? Relatives. That's an interesting word. Please consult your dictionary. And in there you might be able to refer the meaning of relatives. Find out exactly what is meant by that. But for now, relatives usually are with reference to those who are family members. Your cousins are your relatives. Your father's sister is your aunt and is a relative. Her husband, your aunt's husband, you might call your uncle. That uncle is a relative. So that's the meaning of the word relative or relatives. There's another meaning to relative, and you can look that up in your dictionary, and that would be a little more difficult to understand. But we use that term relative to mean in relationship with, and that sounds very difficult to understand just now. But don't worry, look that up in your dictionary. But here's another phrase that we can keep in mind. Well, actually two phrases. The first one, lose weight. Lose weight. You know, some people think that they are too heavy, too fat. Maybe they have eaten too much food over a long period of time, and so they have become very fat. And their shirts or their blouses are very tight, and so their trousers and skirts are very tight because they have now become bigger. And to such ones, we might say, they need to lose weight. Together, that phrase means the need to become thin. That means they need to become lighter, lose weight. But how? Well, here's our next phrase then, physical exercise. Physical exercise. What that means is to really engage yourself in a lot of activity. Maybe you can engage in physical exercise in your own garden. If you were to use your spade or some implement and clean up your garden, that's very good physical exercise. Or if you want to jump in the river and swim up and down, that's very good physical exercise. Or you might just want to run as fast as you can down the road and back again. That's physical exercise. And one of the good results from physical exercise is it helps you to lose weight. So that's the idea. Well, have fun with physical exercise and losing weight and anything else you'd like to do. Well, bye for now.